We produce content across AOL Huffington Post Media Group, which includes all of their content verticals. So everything from Moviefone to HuffPost Divorce, AOL Autos. Anywhere there's an audience that's consuming video, we potentially will create original video for. We do straight editorial, which is just video we're going to produce as a company because we believe in it. And it's something that we feel editorially we should be doing for our audience. We do content that's sponsored by advertisers, which usually is just editorial that an advertiser wants to be around. And then we also do branded entertainment, which is content that is a collaboration between advertisers and editorial, but at the end of the day is still editorial. We don't do advertorial video, at least not through our studios. I think at the end of the day, we're really focused on creating a good experience for the audience, for the consumer, and as content experts, it's our job to protect that interest as best we can. But I don't think it has to necessarily be at odds with the goals of a marketer. I mean, at the end of the day, they want to reach an audience and they have a specific message they want to get across. And I think the real magic is when you can really find a way to make that align.
Tell us about video now going on to the Huffington Post and how that's working and what the efforts are, both in terms of pulling in what I would call syndicated or stuff through 5min, but moreover the original video that you're doing.
First and foremost on Huffington Post, help video become part of their DNA, and I think we're getting there. And to do that, 5min's a huge part of that. They have a vast network of content providers, and so finding related videos that can complement what Huffington Post is doing is where a lot of the scale will come from. On top of that, we'll layer in originals where it makes sense for our audience or for the business, and that's kind of the approach we've been taking with Huffington Post. And again, there are some things that we're just going to do with Huffington Post in original video that are things that we feel are important to be done as a news organization.
Like Washington, I suppose.
Yes, 2012 is going to be, I think, a big year, an important year for Huffington Post. I mean, for everybody, obviously, but I think for coverage and for originals, you'll see us playing in that space for sure. We have a great team in Washington of reporters, veteran reporters, some young reporters, that are going to be probably breaking a lot of stories, and we hope that video is a part of that.
You do basically non-scripted, but are you going to do scripted, or what's realistic for an operation your size, and what are the opportunities?
Just from a creative perspective, while we do know what works with our current audience, we're certainly going to be exploring what may work. And that's also part of the advantage of being a very lean digital operation, is that we can do proof of concepts very cost effectively, get them in front of our audience very quickly, and actually see the data on what works.
How do you come up with the ideas? Is it something that you guys come up with? Are you pitched? Are there studios? Are there creative people? How does the process work?
We take pitches from outside production companies, producers, writers, just like any other studio would. We also have staff internally. We have development internally. It kind of runs the gamut where ideas come from. Editors are great. I mean, they know their audience best. At Huffington Post, they're going to have tons of ideas where they're going to come to us and say, we would love to do a video series around this because we did a story around this and the engagement was crazy. So ideas can come from anywhere. A good idea can come from anyone. It's a matter of finding that idea and then executing, obviously, which is the hardest part.